went into pilot training. I almost finished primary, but I watched out for a navigator,
Okay.
which I was better at than piloting a plane.
So that's why you joined the Army Air Forces to begin
Yeah.
with? You wanted to be a pilot?
Pilot, yeah.
Yeah.
We all did.
Yeah.
We all thought we were hot pilots in the making.
Did you like navigating?
Very much, yeah. Yeah, I like it. Very interesting. It's a challenge.
What was the challenge in it?
Well, keeping track of things and guessing where you were. Remember that expression, navigator's never lost, he's only uncertain of his position.
So how many missions did you fly before you started getting into Pathfinder?
About 14.
14?
Yeah.
What kind of missions were those?
Well, they were into Germany for the most part, long missions, Hamburg and Munich, Berlin, obviously, places like that.
Yeah. What were those like?
Well, in my case, they were scary and damaging, but nothing like what happened to some crews. In other words, nothing. I can't say that anything spectacular from damage occurred, in my case, but that was just luck.
So which worried you more, the flak or the fighters?
I'd say the flak, because we had to fly into it. You couldn't deviate once you started a bomb run. The fighters, well, you might have a chance with them. Essentially what we're doing in radar is interpreting this along with conventional navigation charts. So to correlate, say this is a city in Germany, Berlin, whatever, and we're correlating that with what we see on the scope. And in general, you'd be feeding fixes to the navigator up in front. We're in the middle of the plane. The radar is right over here. In fact, instead of that, that's the ball turret. So they take that out and they put the scanner in there.
So when you were doing the PFS missions, would they just have one radar-equipped plane that would lead a group?
That's right.
Okay. If something happened to that radar-equipped plane, then they just...
Well, you did the best you could.
Do you think the Germans ever caught on to the use of radar planes?
Oh, yeah. Well, some were shot down, obviously.
Yeah.
Because they always try to shoot down the lead plane.
Okay.
But also, John Howell and my friend in Texas, we figured that they caught on to the frequency that we were using, the microwave frequency, and use that to zero in with flak, because there were a number of lead planes that were shot down. Even the commander of our base was killed.
So that's something you just sort of learn to live with the chance of...
Sure, it's part of, you accept it. I mean, if you can't accept it, you don't go into it. You just accept it. You get overwrought, you can't do your job.
Yeah.
You're responsible for other people in the plane, and then if you do lead, you're responsible for anything from 18 to 54 other bombers. So you have to keep your mind on